Yeah.
Okay, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Jets. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And this will be a touchback as that sails. Over the end line. First carry from Leonard Fournette, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Exit. 56. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 56 to Mike. Alert, alert, alert. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Mike, 53. Check. Big dash. Come.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check 56. Target. Back. On 52. 56. By 56.
2nd and 5 now. Allen. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 52. What's up? Watch that.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Fournette running out of the gun. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 13. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Fight, we're going to sign. Mike 2, lady.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
6-6, pull it high.
Faking the give, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a give right side. Patterson. And he's in. Touchdown Jets. Taking it in from 14 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. A quick throw complete to Chark. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Darnold. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On first down, it's Patterson, and he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down now, it's Patterson, and he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
I got you.
They'll run on first down. Patterson. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Darnold on first down. Herndon's got it complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On first down, it's Patterson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
On 2nd and 11 now, Darnold. And that is incomplete here. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Darnold. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets will extend their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. And then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front. to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Regular. 56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
On 2nd and a yard, Allen. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Go!
2 minutes to play here in this 1st half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Fournette. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6. 56. Mike's 56. You remember me? Alert. Let's go, baby.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike 56. Mike 56. Down to lose 1. Bravo. 56. Mike, 50. Alert! Right there, 56.
Now Allen to throw again. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, orbit. 53 is the mic.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Allen now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Allen to throw once more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. There to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood! Hey, turn it up. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Alert!
From the gun, Allen. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Here's Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Alpha. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
On first down, Darnold. Going deep now for Herndon. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10.
We're going side. 44, Mike, 44. Hey, 80. Set the turn, defense, let's go. Slant it.
Patterson on the carry. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Mike Popo.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Going down the middle, and it's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
We play to win.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Hey, Mike 52.
Now Darnold. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
We're going to start. 52's the mark. Hey, 80. 52's the mark. Tighten up. Pull it together. Shift. Watch the shift.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd.
Hey, exit. Here I come.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You're not ready. I got him. Back to mine. I got him. 56. Mike, 50. I'm 52. 56. Watch the run. Check.
To throw, it's Allen. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, echo.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And he'll take it on this side of midfield. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah, and here we go. Hey, Zoo. 52's the mic, boys, 52. All day, and lady, any day. 52's the mic.
Now it's Darnold. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Darnold now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 7. So we got man. 5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2. Hey, they scared. Here we go.
Darnold. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Josh Allen, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Red 80. Five. Pilot 64. Weak.
Darnold now to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
Back now here on EA Sports, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
56. Round 80. Check 56. Team 6. Team 6. 56.
You ain't going nowhere. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there. 56.
On first down, Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Red 80. Defense wins championships, baby.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Just like that. Check, check. Red 80.
44, 44. Mike, 44. That's right, baby.
They'll look to throw. He's got Herndon, his tight end. That one good for 26 and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. They run with Patterson, and it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's.
Red 80.
I know he ain't got it. Mike 50.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And what a return. He's all the way down to the 30.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Fournette. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Bravo!
56, Mike, 56. Focus, defense, focus. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Regular.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. That's complete to Slayton. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Allen. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This one taken just inside the 10. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check. Crunch.
56.
Greystone, travel.
Allen now throwing again. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
56.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
56, Mike 56, right?
Smooth.
56.
I got you. Mike 56.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars get a score closer. The extra point up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
44.
Hey, wahoo!
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. He's going to look deep down, and that's caught inside the 35. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Patterson. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew,